So Jack Phillips of Masterpiece Cake Shop is just getting destroyed by the state of Colorado. It's disgusting. So there's some vindictive piece of garbage human who's decided they're going to go into this Christian baker shop and they're going to ask him to bake every offensive cake they can think of. So they've already asked him to bake a cake for a same-sex wedding, and he said, no, I can't do that because I'm a Christian. And then they sued him, and he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then it went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court sort of said, well, he gets to bake whatever cake that he wants. It's artistic expression. But the ruling was very narrow. So now they want to drag him back into court because what they want to say is that he's still discriminating. What the Supreme Court said in the first case is that he's not allowed to discriminate, but the state of Colorado also can't be discriminatory in how it applies the rules, and obviously they had animus for this particular guy. So what the people who are going after Jack Phillips now want to do is allow the state of Colorado to show no animus but punish Jack Phillips. So now they're doing the same thing. The same jerks are coming back to Jack Phillips' bakery, and now they're asking him to bake a gender identity transition cake. He's a religious Christian, and he says, no, I won't do that. So now the state of Colorado is cracking down on him again. Honestly, this is a fascist mindset. You got to make people do what they don't want to do, or they're bad people. And this is the local news reporting on it.
Colorado baker who won a victory in the Supreme Court when he refused to bake a cake for a gay couple on religious grounds has a new legal battle on his hands. The Colorado Civil Rights Commission recently ruled that Jack Phillips had discriminated against a transgender woman. They say Phillips refused to bake a cake for the woman who wanted one with blue frosting and a pink interior.
The commission has made it clear that it is intent on punishing Jack Phillips. Other cake artists are allowed to decline messages that they don't want to communicate, but when Mr. Phillips does it, they come after him.
Okay, so the problem here is not a double standard. So I know that the lawyers are making the case that it's a double standard because that's how the Supreme Court ruled. The real problem here is no baker should be forced to bake any cake they don't want to bake for any purpose. Okay, that's what freedom is called. I don't believe the federal government or the state government should be forcing people to engage in business with people they don't want to engage in business with. I know that's a controversial position because people say, okay, what about racists who don't want to serve black people? Or what about anti-Semites who don't want to serve Jews? And my answer is, go to a different bakery then. Those people's businesses will fail because people will rightly say, I don't want to shop at a cake shop that won't serve black people or won't serve gay people or won't serve Jewish people. Okay, this is where the free market comes in. Freedom of choice involves allowing people to choose to do things you don't like. And if you don't believe that, then you might want to re-examine your assumptions about how wonderful you are as a human, because somebody could come along and try to force you to do something that you don't like. The sword cuts both ways.